Hal, Naomlin, at the ballista. They are setting up the ballista and they're getting ready to fire. The dragon is slowly swooping a little bit lower, and it appears to be testing the air to see, it's trying to get people to shoot and miss, basically. And the hobgoblin guard is sort of, the ballista's on a series of cogged wheels that can turn it, and it can be turned, but it is not fast to turn by any stretch of the imagination. He's going to look out across the town, look back at the two of you, and as a way of explaining, go, we usually, it usually makes a run for the, over there, points at the massive stadium.
Great. That's exactly where we're going to hit it, because if you look down there, there's 4 massive truckloads of gold, where clearly somebody's...
What's going on?
There's 4 trucks of gold right there, which are clearly being used as a way to bait the dragon into getting close. As soon as it gets close, we'll shoot it in the head with the ballista, so we're not wasting it as it's getting us to miss up there.
That's a really good idea. Is that one of yours?
Yeah.
As in one of your group's ideas?
No, meant yes, and yeah, it was my idea.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, that's not bad. 15.
15. Roll yet looks at you. Doesn't really comment. Right, so...
Nolan telepathically just looks at Alan's like, that definitely wasn't my idea.
The thing is, Hal could not give a monkeys is the thing. I think they're concentrating more on doing the casting and stuff like that. And he goes, no, it was definitely Coriolis. Anyway.
Turns out Naomlin is a liar.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Just like me.
Only when credit is up for grabs.
So, the dragon starts swooping into about the 500 feet range above the city, trying to get a sense of it, and a couple of the ballista go off and start firing towards it. I'm going to ask you, the party, to roll for the Citadel's ballista. I think that is the only fair way to do it.
Yes! Oh, I'm loving this.
Who would like to roll for the first 3 shots that got fired?
I feel like it should be Naomlin saying
Naomlin's right there.
Naomlin's going to be shooting her own ballista relatively soon, so get in now.
I think Halbernet is still finishing off the Guardian casting and stuff.
Sure.
Where's Rebecca when we need her? Who else has lucky dice?
Look, if nobody's going to roll, I'm going to roll all of them.
I am happy to roll. What is it that I'm rolling?
It's a d20.
Okay.
You're rolling with disadvantage. You can do one of them.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So it's not it's not one person gets to do the first 3.
No.
Okay, fine. But I think that, with your permission, Niall, I think that me and Halbernet and Naomlin should come in later in the...
Okay.
Yeah. I very much assumed I'd be going last when this
exactly.
That's
what it. Yeah.
And I shoot it in the head.
The natural 20, double
Okay.
natural 20. It'll need
So with a disadvantage, what have you got?
I have... No! Sorry, one was a nat 20. I'm so upset. One was a 7.
The first one flies over. It's flying. The dragon is now flying low enough to get within range, and one goes right past it. Next one, Nat or Emma?
Roll.
Oh, you're both wrong. I think you're both wrong.
Oh.
Nope. Nat.
No, that's right.
That was both rubbish. That was a 6. No, with disadvantage, that was a 4.
The second one also flies wide. I mean, it's 500 feet away.
Oh, crikey.
I have rolled a 12.
The third one also just flies wide. You can see the 3 towers where they were rangefinding to try and get this all start reloading the ballista. It's clearly going to take some time. And as they do, the dragon suddenly flies low very, very quickly. The remaining ballista will all fire as they are trying to catch it on the way down, because it's now just going to go to town.
Yes.
It was trying to...
Literally.
Indeed.
Dragons can fly 80 feet around, so there are 15 total. One of them is being, so 14, 3 have gone, 11. The next 3 will also be at disadvantage. I think stick with the same 3 of you rolling those, see how the Citadel does. So you can all 3 roll, again, disadvantage attack roll.
Is this thing taking the dodge action whilst it's moving?
No.
Dragon's
Oh, right.
super high
It's
AC.
just
Okay, that's a 13.
Nope.
I also got a 20 and a 7, so 7.
It's diving so fast. It's basically put all of its weight behind its fall, and its wings are tucked, and it's doing a very, very tight fall. So it's suddenly a very thin, very small space, and these things just go flying right past as it dives straight down towards the citadel.
I got an 18.
One grazes the side of it, but its AC is higher than that, and just passes by it as it flies down low. And as it flies low, it is going to sweep through the bottom half of the citadel. You can tell there's a certain amount of this where it is just having fun.
Oh, nice.
It is going
to... is Corey still, like, out with the treasure?
I will say the two of you have now arrived with Corey as we get to the next stage. One more thing's going to happen before we get to that. As it flies low, one of the towers nearby, it is going to just breathe out fire in a massive 60-foot cone flying nearby it, and the ballista on top of it. Can one of you, and I don't mind who, roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, it's definitely
For
shouldn't
who?
be.
Anyone. Roll for the lives.
Oh,
No.
I'll take that.
I reckon Noman's probably got the best decks.
No,
I'm not adding.
No,
mine
it's
then.
just it's a flat
roll,
saving throw.
yeah. I just don't mind being the one responsible for the 16.
ooh.
The top of the tower is engulfed in flame, and you hear screams even from up here in the upper half of the city. The ballista is burning, and you can see that it's sort of the top of the tower is collapsing in itself as it just breathes this out and flies past. Not a care in the world, and it recharges its fire breath. It's now flying between the other towers and making its way towards its horde in its mind. Yes, Ed, you had your hand raised.
So, what I would like Halbernet to do, if possible, is fire guiding bolt at the dragon.
It is not within 120 feet yet.
Fine, but that would be my plan when it does, so that I can try and get advantage on it, as in, like, get the guiding bolt advantage on it.
So you're going to fire a guiding bolt before the ballista gets fired?
Before my ballista gets fired, with the thing of trying to help everybody else who's firing at it.
You can prep for that and be holding it and ready to go as it sort of flies down through, ready to go. Corey, Shivareth...
nice.
Yes, awesome move. Corey, Shivareth, Thomas... The two of you, Shivareth and Thomas, have arrived as Corey and Corey's goblinoid cohort are now putting together these rather delightful looking lures, very clear lures, as the three of you are now together in front of the stadium-style building.
I would just like to say, I realise that this is now becoming the eyes of the party, a trap for the dragon to fall into. Corey was genuinely putting them there so the dragon would pick them up and go away.
Leave!
That was what Thomas took from the plan.
You could have that conversation now as the dragon is now flying down with ballista bolts flying around it, and part of the town just gets burned into cinders.
Okay, so that should do it. So it should pick those up and then go away.
Well done, Corey. Get back here.
Runs.
Only thing that needs to be said.
We need to try and persuade it to use its breath weapon on us. I realise that sounds...
Yeah, excuse me, random hobgoblin captain. Why?
Because I can
Do you need to then pick up the wheelbarrows and go away?
Okay, because...
Probably not use the breath weapon at all.
Okay, because I can protect us and I can't protect everyone else. So if it does it here, it won't do it somewhere else.
But why would it want to if it's going to pick up the wheelbarrows?
It's actually quite angry that we stole its hoard.
Okay.
Shame.
Well, we're going to head inside now. This was a great plan, Corey. They all run inside the building.
Wait, no, I thought we were... Jeff, are we going to go have dinner? Okay.
Oh, wait.
Call me.
Are we staying out?
I'll remember you.
Are we staying out here in the open? I mean, we can stay out here in the open. I can definitely protect us.
How far away from the opening of the stadium have the carts been set up?
About 15 feet.
Well, then we may as well stay in the doorway of the stadium.
Cool. Good. Right, so two teams, two very different plans, and you haven't talked about it despite being telepathically able to.
I think yeah.
No, go on. If you were gonna.
No, I feel like Corey and Norman are too similar in the sense that they both think that the other one knows exactly what they're thinking.
Exactly that. That's what I was going to say.
No.
Halbernet, we're trying to lure the dragon here so it'll take some gold and off.
Mm-hmm.
It's very angry and it might try to breathe fire on you, and if it does, you might die. So maybe don't make it any more angry. I can protect everyone up here.
I'll see what I can do. I should be able to survive whatever happens. I'm not intending to make it target me.
Well,
I should be able to survive whatever happens.
That is definitely how Vanette's feeling on the situation.
It just burned down a different tower. Literally to the ground.
It's collapsing in on itself, and there's lots of like little screams in the background.
The windhound scream.
Hopefully the plan is that it doesn't attack anyone else and it just takes the gold and leaves. But if you keep firing the ballistas at it, it might get angry and
I have not
try
fired a
and attack
ballista
you.
yet. It won't be me.
I'm not saying you personally, Hal. I'm sure you're doing great things up there. I'm just saying,
tell your ballista to stop.
Roya will look across at all of you. Look at the two of you. Everything okay? You look very concerned.
Well,
aiming up to fire, right? At that point.
Yeah, my team has an idea that the ballista should stop firing.
What?
Why?
They have a plan. Yes, what are you talking about? They have a plan. They wish to. They feel like they can protect themselves from a direct hit from the breath of this dragon, and that they have a plan set up. But if
to defeat the dragon,
not to defeat, merely to distract.
But then it'll take the gold and fly away.
Exactly. Hopefully, possibly.
That's not.
So, guys,
the dragon, meanwhile, just a little sort of turn and it's like, oh, I'm going to torch some more buildings. Just torches some more citadel. There are more screams in the distance.
Now I'm looking at guys. Now, I understand that we don't always see eye to eye, but I was really assuming that we'd set a trap for this dragon. Had we not?
Oh, no, I really assumed we could not defeat this dragon, and I set up the barrow so it would pick them up and fly away.
Look, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Okay.
I love Corey so much. This is exactly the way that it should be dealt with.
Okay, so now we're going to try and kill the dragon.
Look, it's going to come down, right? You guys apparently are safe from fire breath, so you can distract it by being there. It's going to pick up the gold, and then I'm going to shoot it in its
Wait, this protection only works once.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
I think we've basically we've opened the channels now. Everyone is just shouting at each other.
I can create a wall that we can hide behind, but if the dragon realizes there's a wall, it's just going to fly at a different angle. If we're hidden inside a dome, we can't attack the dragon as well. We'll be inside a dome.
Then don't worry about it, because I'm going to shoot it in its face.
If a ballista could kill it, it would be dead already. They've been here for a year.
Have you seen these hobgoblins shoot these ballistas? And then no one's just going to point, even though only Hal's in the room. And just sort of, there's like a burning building just in the room.
Gesticulating on a phone call is a classic, isn't it? Look over there. I'm on the phone.
Look, I'm all for killing the dragon. Why can't we do it on our terms rather than on its terms, which we're currently on? We're on its terms. It's attacking us. Why can't we go and attack it on our terms?
Shivarith.
Yes.
I can see them. I can see her, and the bloodlust is in her eyes. I feel like I'm going to get out of here. I'm not sure if she will. Let's find out. But reasoning with her right now does not seem like a good idea.
With him?
As Hal totally...
Oh, do you mean Noman or do you mean the dragon? I'm sorry, I was confused.
All right. If anyone dies, on your head be it.
Oh, I do not intend to let them die. Do not worry. Even if they die, I will be able to resurrect them.
Are we okay to continue? What's going on?
Listen to me very carefully. Don't let Halvanet die.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now Lisa looks around the room. Where's the nearest door?
There is a trapdoor that goes back down into under the ballista, back into the tower.
Is there a a backdoor window kind of thing?
You're on the open air. You're on the tower.
So, Can I see what's on the other side of the drop? Like, is there something soft at the other side of the drop?
This isn't Assassin's Creed. There isn't a specially placed like a straw you can throw me into.
Look, you'll never know unless you check. Okay, Ed?
Fine, no, that's true.
Are the eagles flying around the top?
Yes, exactly.
And there's a girl being like, "Where is she?"
Niall,
yes.
Roll me a D100.
Yes. Now, what am I aiming for? I'll see if I can channel it better this time.
Upper end.
As high as you possibly can.
As high as you possibly can. What I'm currently deciding is what's there. Is it a bed of knives?
Snakes.
That's an 83.
No. There is a cart with hay in it on the side of the tower.
Yes.
Now I'm just gonna like look down and look at Hal and say, "Worst comes to worst, right? We jumping in that." And then looks at
I've had worse odds.
Mulriette, and it's like, you're a magic-y person, right?
Amongst other things.
Can you like slow our descent down, or like, get us out of here?
No.
Telepathically to everyone. Now I'm just gonna say, FYI. Maya's useless.
I mean, he's animated these really cool suits of armor.
I don't think he did that.
The dragon is now going to make its final attack run. Stop it! Players. The dragon is going to swoop and is going to start clearing its way towards the stadium. And as it does, the final ballistae are all going to fire. Apart from yours, because you're waiting until it stopped to pick up the gold to get a clear shot, right?
I'm going to make a wall of force.
Yes.
You're going to make the wall of force dome now.
I'm not going to make a dome, because if I make a dome, we can't get out of it. I'm going to make a wall.
Okay, describe to me how you're making this wall in relation to the architecture of this building so I get a good sense of how quickly the dragon's going to get round it.
We're in the doorway, correct?
Yes.
I don't understand the architecture of this doorway and the wall.
If you put the wall of force over this doorway, it can't get through the doorway. Please note the ceiling has a massive hole in it.
Right, but I can make 2 walls. It doesn't have to be contiguous.
I'm pretty sure it has to be contiguous.
Yes, each panel must be contiguous.
It's a lot of panels, though.
The roof is open.
Correct.
Can I make a one that goes like on this side and then over and then on the other side?
Oh, the doorway's about 20 foot tall, so you could easily like stack up and then stack down behind you, so you're standing in the like 5 foot wide stone doorway.
Then we could like duck out the sides to get out of it, and then duck back in, and we'd be protected if it blew directly at us, right?
Nice.
Yes, you would.
It wouldn't come around the sides.
The front half of it is completely sort of stuck in. You've created a little sort of like hoop. In other words, if you go inside that hoop, it won't be able to attack you directly, but there are ways around the side if it thinks about it.
We could get, okay. We could get out both sides. It's not like, okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's looking at it as it comes through. It looks pretty big.
Well, it's pretty big.
The dragon.
This is terrifying. The guiding bolt is still set for whenever it gets within range. Good.
I'm getting there.
Cool. No, I understand.
So you cast the wall of force. Zoom. Is there any particular thing, like where you cast it, any particular look or vibe?
I mean, it's new. I think I sort of like measure it with my staff from a bit of a distance. It's going to take a while.
Nice.
And then I'm kind of walking around being confused. And then I'm going to like just put my staff on the floor and lift it up. Almost like I'm raising up like a banner at a conference. And then like...
Yeah.
Such a corporate example, but okay.
And then I'll let the staff go and the staff will like do the loop with the wall onto the other
Can
side.
spells be cast through this wall?
No.
Okay.
You can't attack through it. Literally nothing can pass through it.
Cool.
Right.
So you can't walk through it, cast a spell and walk back.
You would have to go around it.
You can't walk around it, cast a spell and walk back.
You can walk around it, but the door is currently completely shielded off, so the dragon's...
No, that's the whole point. I was trying to make it so that it's not completely sealed.
So there's like 2 gaps.
Oh, so there's gaps on either side, so you can get in and out. So you lot could peek out and fire.
Yeah.
That also
like
means
stage curtains.
Yeah,
you got like one in the middle.
That also means it could potentially find its way in. I'm just saying, there is no way to make it so.
There would only be like a 5 foot gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to burrow its way through the wall. essentially. But it could have done that
Big
anyway.
old dragon.
But it could have done that anyway. So I feel like you're making the best out.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
The other option is to make a hemispherical dome, in which case we're completely trapped and we're completely out of fight.
So. I'll work with whatever parameters the wall is within. I just wanted to know what the parameters were.
Yeah, so you can step out, but there is strong protection and like a sort of wall in front of the space. The dragon has now flown down and is flying in between buildings and towers.
Oh, I'm also going to cast Fire Shield on myself.
Sure.
Good idea.
I start to have basically from foot to toe, I'm now enrobed in basically what's like ice fire.
Cute.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
As the dragon goes, it will move between the different towers. There's clearly fire in the back of its throat, but it looks like it's holding it. You're not quite sure why. There are 11, 3, 8, 1, 7. 7 towers, 6 because there's one there, and 6 towers left to fire that aren't part of the team. The towers now fire without disadvantage because it is close enough. So, cool. Anna, Nat, would you like to roll 2 more d20? It's not, I need each number.
Okay.
Yep. 6 and 11.
2 bolts streak out. And again, the dragon, it's very, very big. And as it gets closer and closer, you can now all see it is definitely an adult red dragon. It is mature. It knows what it's doing. It's covered in small scars and rents. Its scales have darkened almost. There's a darkened blacky red to the sides of the face. It almost seems like it has a goatee of black coals. But as it is going, 2 more fire out, and it just very lazily, and you can see the massive grin on its face, having a wonderful time. It very lazily sort of vroom, skirts to the left and vroom, skirts to the right, and the 2 ballistas just go flying over and away.
I rolled a 4 and a nat 1.
1 more flies out, and it just very lazy dips down low and up again and again, misses it entirely, and one of the towers, nothing happens. From distance, you hear, "You missed! You have to press the firing button, you idiot!"
I
was imagining that the sound of the biggest snapping, like rubber band in the entire world as the thing just went spang, or is that not as bad as that?
Not as bad as that.
Flies out the opposite direction.
Oh no! No, yeah, exactly. That hasn't happened, but
no.
Yes. Okay.
Now what we ought to.
8 and 14.
Again, they fly over and to the side. Even with the plus from the ballista, they are not getting even close to this creature. And it is now flying full bore towards the stadium-like building where all of you are. That's what we'll pick up after the break. See you all in 5:10, everyone. Bye.
Excellent.